Hey guys, it's Tori. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. So in today's video, I'm going to walk you through how I made this canvas and which quilling technique I used. So let's get started. Okay, so the first thing I did was I found a image I wanted to use, and I converted it to an SVG file and uploaded it to Cricut Design Space. And since I'm going to use iron-on, I had to mirror the image, and then I just selected heat transfer, and we went ahead and just cut the image. Then the next step was actually weeding the iron-on and then applying it to the canvas that I purchased from the Dollar Tree. Once that was done, I opened Cricut Design Space and I inserted a square, and then I adjusted the size of the square to the size I was looking to use, and you can use any size you want. I used, I think, around 7 inches, and the width was like a little more than 1/4 of an inch. And then I hit duplicate several times so I could fill up a sheet of cardstock, a 12 by 12. And then I went ahead and I just put it on the Cricut and had Cricut cut that for me. Once Cricut was done cutting all of the cardstock, I went ahead and I got the tool. It's called a quilling tool, and I used that to do the beehive. That's what it's called. It's called the beehive. So the way that you do it is you place the little piece of paper inside the quilling. Like there's just like a little crack where you can insert the paper into it, and you go ahead and you start at like 1/2 inch, and you can start at anything, but what I did is I started at about 1/2 inch, and then you turn towards the right, like towards the end, and then you whatever number you do, you stick to that number. So I did 4 turns, and then I held it for a little bit, and then I pulled it off, and then I went about 1/2 inch again, and I did the same thing where you turn it to the right 4 times, and you want to hold it for a little bit to keep the shape, pull it off, and then you do 1/2 inch again. And the main thing is just to be consistent. Whatever you pick as far as a 1/2 inch, an inch, how many ever turns you use, just be consistent with what you start, and it should look fine, I think. So this was my first time making it, and I think it turned out pretty good. I know that this is called the beehive, what I'm doing right now. And then towards the end, I just wanted to add a little depth into the dress. So I went ahead and I just applied another color into the quill, and I just kept turning it just so it would make a whole circle. And then I glued the ends, and that was all I did. So anyway, I used Dollar Tree's craft glue, and all I did was, once I was done with the quilling each strip, and I just set it down in no specific order or way, I picked up the strip and I just kind of guided it to somehow make a design. And I'm not following any kind of tutorial or anything like that. I just kind of I'm doing it all freehand, just kind of moving it around. And then I glued it together, and then I would put glue on the bottom of the design that I made, and then I would put it onto the dress and just apply pressure for like 10 seconds so it could kind of semi-dry a little bit. And then I would repeat that and keep doing that. And there's really no design or anything that I was making. I don't really know how to explain that. It was just something, I was just fiddling around with a paper. I think that might be a good word. and just, making a design that way. And then I'm like, okay, that looks cute. And then I would just apply glue, and then I would apply it to the dress. So that's just kind of what I was doing.